All-out battle. Ukraine bombards 36 Russian elite tanks using artillery in an ambush at Volodar. The Russian tank brigade that was smashed by Ukraine is understood to have been restaffed 3 times because of its defeats. An ex-commander from Russia has called his country's generals complete morons following Ukrainian claims that they have destroyed almost an entire tank brigade in Volodar. Vladimir Putin is said to have had an entire tank brigade smashed in a battle for the small coal mining town in the Donetsk region because of a vehicle pileup. The former commander, Igor Girkin, who was sentenced to life in prison after bringing down the MH17 flight in 2014, said Ukraine pounded the vehicles like in a shooting gallery. He noted how the vehicles, including tanks, piled up along the narrow road while the Ukrainian artillery fired at them. Mr. Girkin said the Russians were complete morons who don't learn from their own mistakes. Throughout the war, footage has emerged showing tanks on narrow roads taking a pummeling from Ukrainian drones, artillery strikes and other anti-tank equipment. Ukraine's military claims they have destroyed the entirety of the elite tank squad, the 155th Naval Infantry Brigade, who were trying to storm Volodar. Alexei Dumitrach-Husky, the head of press for the Travitsky district of Ukrainian Defense Forces, said enemy forces, including commanders, were destroyed in battle. He described how over the past week Russia has lost 130 units of equipment, including 36 units of tanks. According to him, the 155th has been restaffed 3 times after fights in Buchar Urban, and again near Donetsk. Mr. Girkin pessimistically believes the losses could mean the end of the offensive of the Russian army on the entire Donetsk front. The town, where fields are riddled with Ukrainian mines, is said to be tactically important for both sides in the war. Maxim, the deputy commander of a Ukrainian Marine Infantry battalion, said it's one of the main logistics points of the Donbass region and also one of the main points of elevation. By capturing Volodar, Russians can easily occupy the entire Donetsk region. Under control of Ukrainian forces and located about 30 kilometers southwest of the city of Donetsk, Volodar, with a pre-war population of around 17,000, sits close to the dividing line between the eastern and the southern theaters of the war. It also sits just north of the Russian-controlled town of Pavlivka and a key east-west road that leads to the H-20 highway which links Donetsk and the Azov seaport of Mariupol. What field? Late last month, units of what was reported to be Russia's 72nd Separated Motorized Rifle Brigade stepped up their attacks against Ukrainian positions near Volodar. Then, earlier this week,